Hey y'all, it is December for rum and real estate, and that means it is top 5 month. This month, all of our videos are going to be top 5 lists, culminating with the top 5 rums of 2021. Today, we are going to count down what I believe are the top 5 most underrated home features that homeowners overlook, but then soon realize how awesome and functional these features actually are. So I'm really looking forward to seeing your comments, whether you disagree, you agree, or hell, if you just want to roast me to tell me just how off base I am with some of these. And speaking of top 5 rums, I am drinking an absolute contender right here. This is Dorley's 12-year fine old Barbados rum. Now, if you've been watching this show for any length of time, I have expressed my affinity for any rum from Barbados. This is distilled in the Foursquare Distillery, which, full disclosure, I haven't talked about on this show yet because I have a very special episode coming up to which I was going to introduce you to it with a different rum. I had never seen this one before until Total Wine opened up about a month ago, and this is only $26. Guys, this is easily worth $50 in my book. At least. So do yourself a favor. You find yourself on Segan, near a Total Wine, go and pick up this one. Because I'm going to tell you right now, I guarantee it's going to make it on my top 5 list at the end of the year. And it is fan-freaking-tastic. Okay, enough gushing about the rum. Let's get to the top 5 most underrated features of a home. Number 5, gutters. This seems like a no-brainer, but unless you've purchased a house in the last 10 years, you'll realize that they are not standard issue on any new construction home, even a custom home. And I'm here to tell y'all that you don't truly appreciate gutters until you've lived without them for a while and then you have them installed. Because you see, gutters will protect your foundation from unnecessary water gathering near it and directing it away from the house in a controlled manner. It will also protect your siding because it will protect from that annoying splashback on your synthetic stucco, or if you have wood siding that could cause either of them to rot prematurely. As a bonus, because they're on the fascia of your house, it will protect the fascia from rotting prematurely as well. You know, directing water away from your home in an intentional way is just common sense, especially here in Louisiana. And they are worth the investment when you have them installed. Number 4, plantation shutters. Now, some people may call me crazy for putting this on an underrated feature list because a lot of people like them. However, I'm speaking to the people who don't really find the value in them and are quite indifferent. The thing about plantation shutters that I routinely educate buyers on is the fact that you can actually take them and open them completely and let all the light in. And with that, it gives you a myriad of options of how much light and privacy you want. You can open just the top louver, and then you can open the bottom, you can open both, and then you can open all of them. How cool is that? Number 3, actual functioning exterior shutters. Think about it. The whole point of shutters back in the day was so you could close them for any number of reasons, either weather-related or for privacy. Now, I know that with glass windows that shutters appeal more to the aesthetic than anything practical. But listen, every time a hurricane comes by, plywood flies off the shelf so people can protect their windows that have fake, not functioning shutters on the sides of them. Wouldn't it be cool to just be able to use the shutters that are there and just protect your window that way? I'm telling you, like, anytime that I see functioning shutters, my clients will tell you that I just geek out and just tell them how awesome they are. Functional shutters just do not get the appreciation they deserve, but I'm appreciating them today by putting them on number 3 on this list. Number 2, rear loading garages and carports. You have to go all the way back to episode 3 and all of its unedited, live, raw, iPhone 6 quality glory to hear my adoration of rear loading parking situations. What I'll say here is, just like gutters, you don't truly appreciate a rear loading garage or carport until you've had to entertain a bunch of people for a crawfish boil or a birthday party. The security aspect of rear loading parking is also very underrated. And I hear people complain all the time about, front loading garages, but I've never heard one person come to me going, man, I really do not like all this extra parking space I have and all this extra entertaining space in my garage. It is just the worst. And my number 1 most underrated home feature is that in-the-wall ironing board thingy. Y'all know what I'm talking about. In homes built up until the early to mid 90s, it was that little closet in the utility room that when you opened the closet door, bam, you had a half-size ironing board ready to go. And some of them even had electrical outlets built into them too for your iron. These things are like massive space savers and are super efficient. Because let's be real. I mean, we've all looked silly trying to mess with one of those standalone ironing boards that have like the X style legs, trying to get it to stand up at the right height, or when you're trying to, dismantle it, you end up pinching your fingers and you end up cursing yourself. And then you have to find a place to put it, and in some places, because of the height, they don't fit just underneath like a cabinet next to the dryer. This feature needs to become more standard in homes going forward, because they are just massive time and space savers when dealing with laundry that needs to be ironed. And if you have kids like I do that like to create perler bead masterpieces every other day that need to be melted, I don't have to leave my standalone ironing board out for weeks at a time so I can do that for them. I'm telling you, the ironing board in the wall is way more practical than those silly office nooks that they like to put in hallways with crappy lighting that lead to the garage. Once you've had an in-the-wall ironing board thingy, you'll never want to go back to a standalone ironing board. And that is my top 5 underrated home features. Now it's your turn to leave your comments and let me know if you agree or disagree. And also, let me know if there's some that I missed. Maybe you have a feature in your home that you might think is a little underrated, but you find awesome. If you do, let us know down below. Thank you for watching Rum and Real Estate. Please make sure to subscribe and hit that like button for your boy over here. And if you want to see some more fun rum and real estate videos, you can check them out over here. Cheers and see you next time.